What's up everyone, welcome back to Switchcraft and welcome to another episode of Retro Game Haul. Before we get any further, I'd ask you to consider subscribing if you haven't already and hit that little bell down below so that you can get notified whenever I come out with the newest content. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about my latest Retro Game Haul, and this is actually over the last couple of weeks. I've kind of broken canon here on this channel, and I've started branching out my game hauls to other systems besides just Nintendo. So I'm going to get these guys out of the way first, and then we'll look at some of the Nintendo games that I've been able to pick up over the last 2 weeks. So up first, we have some PS2 and PS3 games. We're going to go in chronological order and go through the PS2 games first. Now, there was only a couple of them, but they are absolutely must-haves in any PS2 collection. I was able to pick up Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, and this was, of course, complete in box. I was also able to pick up Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, complete in box. Now these ones are especially important considering how Nintendo recently announced that they're going to be coming out with the new South Park game, The Fractured But Whole. And that can only mean one thing, that GTA 5 is coming. So I made sure that I got these two. I still have my old PS2. Don't tell anybody who's too big of a Nintendo fan. And I'm going to start playing through them again to help get me prepped and warmed up for the new GTA 5 on the Nintendo Switch. Now moving on to PS3, we're able to get 3 titles here. The first was Burnout Paradise. Again, this is something that has been recently re-released on the Switch, but here is the old PS3 version, and this was complete in box. So that was a good pickup. Amazing racing game, and probably the best racing simulation game out on the Switch right now. We were also able to get a game that I haven't really heard of before, and it's Heavy Rain. I think this is a game where we have an alien invasion. They come down in raindrops. So Heavy Rain, added to the list. And then the last one that I was able to pick up for the PS3 was Final Fantasy XIII 2. So this was the special edition that came with both the game, and of course that's complete, and it came with this cool hardcover story that goes along with the game. So this is pretty cool. It's only about 40 or 50 pages, so I'm going to quickly check this out and see if I can't make my way through Final Fantasy XIII 2. So those were the PS2 and PS3 games that I've been able to pick up most recently. Let's move on now to all the Nintendo titles that I was able to pick up over the last couple of weeks. Alright, so here we go. We have, for the Nintendo DS, we have Super Mario 64 DS. This was actually a really great game, complete in box, that remade Nintendo or Mario 64 on the Nintendo DS, and it added the cool feature of being able to play with Yoshi, Wario, and Luigi. So I can't wait to throw this into my 3DS and give this a run through. Up next, for the Wii U, I was able to pick this up actually brand new at a GameStop or EB Games near me, and this is Mighty Number 9. Now I know that this game has quite an interesting story. This is kind of like the new Mega Man game that never was. But this was obviously complete in box as it was brand new, and I think it must have been mispriced or whatever, or maybe Wii U games are just going for this little, but I was able to pick this up for $9.99 Canadian. So that's like, what, $3 US? I don't know. So that's Mighty Number 9 for the Wii U. And then last but not least, I was able to actually pick up a special edition 3DS title, and this is Radiant Historia Perfect Chronology Launch Edition. So I've actually already started playing this one a little bit, and it's got this cool mechanic where you have multiple ways that you have to go through the story, and you have this really cool, something that I thought was going to be tedious, but actually really cool and fleshed out time travel mechanic, where you have to, basically every decision that you make in the game, you have to go through and play both sides of that decision. So I'm actually really liking that. And along with the game, it came with some stickers. Who doesn't love stickers? And it came with the Radiant Historia Perfect Chronology art book, which shows you some of the cool artwork in the game. So the characters already, I really like. The battle system, I really like. And we have that time travel mechanic that I was telling you about, which actually doesn't suck. So that's pretty cool. And let me just get this back in the box here quickly. Probably going to edit a little bit of that out later. That was not my best boxing that I've ever seen. But Radiant Historia for the 3DS. So there you have it. We have a PS2 library that's starting to grow. We have a PS3 library that's starting to grow. And you saw 3 titles that I was able to pick up for all my Nintendo systems. That's all for today's Retro Game Haul. Switchcraft out.